Roman Reigns, I want you to be my man. Ugh.
Faggot. Well, welcome, one and all, to my Raw review. This is, of course, the coolest guy you've ever seen. Thank you very much. And tonight, we start off Raw with Triple H coming out. No, not the Authority. I know, it's a shocker. Even though he's a part of the Authority, we just get one of them. Triple H comes out. It basically talks about the champ, well, the former champ, Seth Rollins, also known as Swiper, basically just sucks his nuts and he licks his click dick. I don't know. I mean, it's small enough to be a click dick from what I've seen from the pictures, but anywho, basically I was waiting for him to start crying like a little bitch because he sounded like he was gonna break down and cry the way he was kissing Seth Rollins' ass. Of course, this was in England, so the Smarks were actually cheering for Rollins because they have no lives. Uh, Roman Reigns cuts him off and comes out, and it gets very homoerotic during this because Triple H is basically telling Roman that he can be just like Seth Rollins. He could be their man. But the way he was describing to be their man, it sounded like there was like they're gonna go backstage and have some homoerotic sex because he literally said that he wanted Roman Reigns to be his man. I'm sure Stephanie would not appreciate you cheating on her, Hunter, with Roman Reigns. But I bet Vince is for it. Oh yeah, look at those Samoan muscles. Yeah. Basically, he offers Roman Reigns to sell out, but the Samoan babyface cannot do that. He's a win with honor and all fucking whatever good guys say. So yeah, he turns down Triple H. So then Triple H puts him in a match against Big Show for this tournament for the title, which I'm calling it the fucking gold nugget of shit tournament. Remember the Gold Rush tournament? Yeah, this is the gold nugget of shit tournament, in my view. So you get Roman versus Big Show. It's a typical Roman match. Getting really sick of these false finishes in these matches that get a "this is awesome" chant. No, it's not awesome. False finishes happen all the time. What's so awesome about false finishes? I'd love to know because to me it makes no fucking sense. There's nothing cool about false finishes. The only thing to describe false finishes is it's very predictable and boring. Roman Reigns wins with a spear, as if nobody saw that coming, and he advances. I guess he's gonna face Cesaro next week. During the whole show, he kept on getting these classic Undertaker and Kane moments, leading up to later tonight. There's gonna be some fucking Bray Wyatt fucking funeral, neckbeard eulogy that nobody's gonna care. But they show next in the crowd that there's some soccer player that I don't know in the crowd, and they're making a big deal out of this. Literally, they're only making a big deal out of this because it's in England, because everybody knows no Americans like soccer. I mean, at least any Americans with nuts. Soccer is fucking stupid, and nobody cares about it. So, the first or second match of the night, the second tournament match, we get Kevin Owens, Big Mac Owens, versus Titus. I'm too black to win this match. O'Neal. If O'Neal, I was just thinking it, like just in the back of my mind, it would be hilarious if Titus O'Neal won. Hell would probably freeze over. No shot, no doubt about it. Hell would just freeze over. A black guy winning, that's crazy. Owens wins out of nowhere with the pop-up power bomb. That's another problem I have with this. Why does every finish of like the matches, why does Cole always have to say, "Oh, out of nowhere"? It's literally like how he finishes every match when they hit a finisher. It doesn't even have to be out of nowhere. They could just do it and he'll say out of nowhere. Why does every fucking match end with blah 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 out of nowhere? It wasn't out of nowhere. Everyone fucking saw it coming, but you're still gonna say, out of nowhere! Like the fucking dumbass you are. You should be ashamed. They fucking should pour fucking fish blood all over you and throw you into the river and hopefully you get eaten by sharks. Next, we get the Beauty and the Beast, an interview. The Beauty being Miss Page, of course. And of course, the Beast being Miss Canada, eh? The female Terrence and Phillip. They do some interview, and I was just staring at Paige's boobs. I can't lie. But fucking Renee or the female Terrence and Phillip says something to the effect of, um, she turned on PCB, so, aren't you afraid, like the retribution that you're gonna get from them? And Paige just fucking ignores her and fucking plays with her tits or something. At least that's what I was hoping for. Anyways, this sets up a Paige versus Becky Lynch match. Shockingly, for some reason, because Becky's kind of treated like the dumb jobber girl she is, I thought for sure Paige was gonna beat her, and then that would set up the feud for her and Charlotte at Survivor Series. But they actually have Becky Lynch beat Paige with a roll up, of course. And even though I don't like Becky Lynch, and I don't, I think she's good looking, but I hate her character, I have to at least give WWE somewhat fucking props because at least this was actually surprising. I was not expecting that at all. Because you're so just, even though it's a Divas match, nobody cares. You're so just consumed with thinking typical WWE bullshit and typical WWE booking, which would be, Paige wins. Roman Reigns wins. Cena wins. It always is they win. They win. This was actually, not that obvious that Becky Lynch was going to win. Considering she's not even has a match at Survivor Series. Anywho, next we get Gay versus Gayer, which is basically, fill in the blank. The Miz, or actually Ziggler versus The Miz, because Ziggler's gay, but Miz is gayer. You can argue that in the chat. Who's gayer? I think The Miz is gayer, personally. During this match, I was kind of hoping that both contestants would get double DQ'd, or at least get AIDS at the same time and just die, and there's a no contest. So both of them would be out of the tournament, but sadly, that did not happen. Ziggler wins. Thank God, though I missed most of this match to my connection, which for once, I'm not angry that I actually lost connection. I was actually clapping that I lost connection during this match. So thank you, shitty cable. Next, we get Del Pinata and some grandpa guy cut a promo on how great they are and how not so great the crowd is, and they suck. After the promo, we get Del Pinata. He wrestles in a tournament on SmackDown. Because literally, Del Pinata is such a fucking jobber. He can't even, lose on Raw or, whatever. He actually has to wait till SmackDown to be a jobber. That's how much he sucks. Even fucking Neville, Mighty Mouse. I've been wrestling all over the world. Got a match on Raw. And he's a jobber. So what does that make Del Pinata? And, he's supposed to be getting this big push because he won the United States Championship. They're going to really build him really good. And he's already wrestling on SmackDown for an irrelevant tournament that's even more irrelevant on a B show. Next, we get Farts McGee versus the female Lil Wayne. Farts McGee wins with some kind of a distraction or something. I forget. But Farts McGee wins. But literally, after the match, Sasha Banks attacks Farts McGee. And she literally was attacking her because the fans and everyone else is cheering for Sasha. This doesn't make any sense, and I would love for them to explain why Sasha Banks is mad that people are cheering for her. You think it'd be the other way around. For her to be mad, you would think no one's cheering her, like she gets jealous or something. Like that's typically what a heel would do. But no, she's literally getting mad because they are cheering her. She wants them pretty much to boo her, which I'm sorry, it's just that makes me go fucking mental because it makes no sense. Speaking of what doesn't make sense, we get Cesaro versus Sheamus. There's some that seem like one of the soccer guys that's in the crowd is like during the break talking like shit to like Barrett, or Barrett's talking shit to him or something. So they're setting up a lame storyline that's not going to go anywhere. That WWE's going to hope gives them mainstream publicity, and it will never will. The only thing that it will give them is another skid mark on the underwear of life. Mm. Yeah. Uh, Barrett and Sheamus during the match. It was just Sheamus wrestling, but Barrett was out there with them. They start talking trash to that guy. Sheamus goes back in the ring. Barrett's still talking shit to him. Fucking the guy in the crowd fucking bitch slaps Barrett like the little fucking jobber he is. So that distracts Sheamus, and Cesaro wins with something. We're supposed to care for some reason. Next, we get Prince Pussy versus Ambrose. Ambrose wins, but he literally has to beat Tyler Breeze with a roll-up and a distraction. Holy fuck, has Ambrose fallen down on the food chain. He literally went from being in the Shield and one of the most dominant factions in years to he has to roll up and distract to beat a metrosexual fucking German little fucking sausage boy. He should just kill himself at this point. But then we get a New Day promo, which was fucking awesome, of course. It was hilarious. Oh my god. New Day is just perfect. I mean, every time I hear that, whatever they're from, don't you dare be sour. Clap for your black tag team champions. I mean, that's not correct. That's not what they said. But I felt like saying it. But New Day is amazing. Every time I hear that, I get excited. Because I get to see Biggie jiggle his man black tits. And Xavier be funny. And Kofi try to be funny. But he's not really that funny. But he's still okay with me. We got a 6-man tag clusterfuck match with the New Day against the Usos. And I've been wrestling all over the world. New Day wins. Yay. But the funny thing is, I think on one part, I think it was Neville who did like a corkscrew moonsault or something outside to like all the people, and it looked like one of the Usos that caught him got hurt, which is hilarious because the Usos just returned like a week or two ago, and one of them's already gonna get hurt. That would just be karma. Not even karma, it'd just be ironic or funny. It'd just be funny to come back after a long hiatus and just get injured again. I don't know. Finally, I can't believe this fucking ended the show. But Bray Wyatt's eulogy ended the show. He comes out. He basically cuts the same promo that he did. Exact same promo. Last week he cuts. And for some reason we're supposed to like care. Even though it's the same promo from last week. There's this like one like part where a video package starts playing, and we know they're not gonna put this in the fucking main event if Undertaker and Kane are not coming out, because if they weren't, this would just be in the middle of the show. So stop insulting our intelligence, WWE. We know they're fucking coming out, and of course, Kane and Undertaker return. I just didn't know what was gonna happen. I thought maybe they would go with a cool or at least try to like make this a cool storyline where Kane and Undertaker are under his spell or something, and they join the Wyatt family. and then the Wyatt family would actually be credible because you have two fucking monsters. But of course not. Kane and Taker just start beating up Wyatt. Fucking the Wyatt family comes out, bloop, and they come out, and I'm thinking, oh, are they actually gonna try and like make you think that like the Wyatt family are gonna beat up Kane and the Undertaker and make them look strong? No, of course not. Kane and Undertaker beat the living shit out of the whole Wyatt family, take them all out like they're completely nothing, like they're just fucking indie jobbers, fucking young boys, whatever you want to say. And this is why fucking the Wyatt family should just retire because they are completely useless. Nobody cares about them anymore because they're not a threat anymore. So they might as well just go back to working on a fucking farm or go fucking pack somebody's fucking bags at a grocery store because they don't deserve to be in the fucking WWE because they're fucking garbage. And that's the end of the show. Fade to fucking black. Which is ironic because I wish my fucking life would fade to fucking black when I'm watching Raw. Very, very fucking boring show. I mean, you get this tournament shit, and literally like half the people, no, more than half the fucking people in it are just jobbers. So why would you care about a tournament that's full of fucking jobbers that you won't want to see win? The only person that deserves to win this is clearly Roman Reigns. Not saying he's not a jobber or like a dumbass because his character sucks too, but he's the least ruined out of all the people in the tournament. So without a shadow of a doubt, Roman Reigns needs to win this tournament, and he probably will, and he deserves to be the champion. So yeah, that's about it. I mean, that first promo in the beginning of the show dragged on for 20 minutes, and it was really uncomfortable. So that was a very shitty way to start off the show. And the show just got worse as it progressed. I can't think of one good thing besides the New Day that I liked on the show. Literally, I spent just like most of the time either trying to watch football while watching Raw or chatting on the thread, posting, funny shit and like classical like rock music on the thread because it was a lot better than watching Sheamus versus fucking Cesaro or fucking Tyler Breeze and Ambrose. I mean, we also got Miz versus the Ziggler, which was, I mean, I know I already said it in my review, but like that, like I spent most of the time watching football because I didn't even care. I was just gonna write down who won and that's it. I refused to watch that match. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is this show sucked fucking dildos. It basically was the diarrhea in the stinkiest, smelliest diaper that you can think of. Wrap that up in like a fucking vomit burrito, and then sprinkle on some AIDS on top, and then you got this Raw.